Remember we have a glomerulus, afferent arteriole, a glomerular capillary bed, and efferent arteriole. The glomerular capillary bed is surrounded by the part of the nephron called the capsule. Could be called the glomerular capsule, or we sometimes call it Bowman's capsule, depending upon who's calling it, naming it something. And then there's a convoluted tubule here. If you remember from anatomy, did those have a lot of microvilli or not many microvilli? Remember how to tell proximal convoluted tubules from distal convoluted tubules?
Oh yeah, one's hairy, one's not.
One was cloudy, one was clear. Which one was cloudy? Proximal was cloudy because it had a lot of microvilli. So this proximal convoluted tubule has a lot of microvilli, which means it's got a lot of surface area. So guess what it's going to do? Reabsorption, right? Because that's what the whole purpose of the surface area is, to do reabsorption. Then we have the two loops of the two sides of the loop of Henle. We have a descending limb and an ascending limb. Notice how the descending limb is thin and the ascending limb is thick. Now I can't remember if we mentioned this in anatomy, but the reason that the ascending limb is thick is because it's waterproof. Or I guess we should say it's waterproof because it's thick. To make it waterproof, there's an extra lipoprotein in the wall or in the cell membrane, and that makes it waterproof. Okay? So permeable thin descending membrane, impermeable thick ascending membrane, or did I say membrane? Whatever. Descending limb of the loop of Henle, permeable and thin, ascending limb, impermeable and thick. And then we get back up here in the cortex and we have another little convoluted tubule here, and then that empties into collecting duct or collecting tubule. And look where the collecting tubule goes. Back down through the medulla and drains out of the renal pyramidation. Okay? So that's the kind of the flow that things would take.